Hello guys. My arm's itching. I don't know why. You can see, now this arm's itching. You ever notice that? Something like when you start scratching one part of your body, then you'll start itching in about 10 other places. I have. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, guys, it is good to see y'all again tonight. Today is Wednesday, October the 20th, 2010. If I can stop scratching for a minute. It makes it day 293 on our Project Jesus 365. Of course, it is good to see you all here tonight, as always. Trying to think what I had to say, guys. Did go to the dentist today. A little bit of a disappointment. They didn't get to start on my teeth because the tooth, this kind of towards the front tooth that I'm wanting to start with, it's in pretty bad shape, and he said that he was pretty sure he could save it, but he may have to do a root canal on it, may not. And he said, today I had a, he really wasn't expecting to have to do all this. They kind of just had me sit down for a cleaning, and so he said, you know, I've not got time today to start on it, and so he said, let's make you another appointment, get you back in here, and we'll start on it. I think there were about 6 or 7 teeth that are going to have to be pulled. Pretty much all my back ones, top and bottom both. So like I said, that kind of bummed me out. But I knew it. You know, most of them were busted up and just not in good shape. So I guess the good news is you got to look at the good news. He said he should be able to save all my front ones and everything. So that's good. But anyway, let's get out of that bad news. Sad thing is I just don't know if I'm going to be able to afford it. You know, that's the thing about it. Just, you know, when you get into these root canals and stuff like that, you know, you're looking at $400 and $500 to do a root canal on one tooth. And so I don't know. I'll just have to tell him to do one at a time and make me an appointment. And if I don't have the money when the appointment rolls around, I'll just have to call and cancel and make an appointment, you know, when I get the money. Because I mean, all they did today was just check me, basically. I took a couple x-rays and it was almost $100. I mean, I tell you, dentistry is just outrageous. I mean, it's higher than regular health care, and that's a shame. But anyway, guys, like I said, let's get out of the bad news. I went and picked up the rest of my reloading stuff today. I got my case tumbler, my case trimmer, my dial calipers. Picked up another box of bullets. Picked up some large pistol primers, which is what the 45 ACP takes. I've got to get some small pistol primers. That's what the 40 Smith & Wesson takes. But yeah, I've got my first batch. Actually, I've got 50 cases, or approximately 50. I just dug through one of my piles where I've been throwing my shells and got 50 45 caliber shells out. I've got them in the case tumbler right now. I've had them in there probably an hour and a half, close to 2 hours right now. I'm just now trying to decide whether I should let them vibrate all night. I probably won't, though. What I'll probably do is tomorrow when I go to work, turn them on and let them vibrate, you know, tomorrow while I'm at work. That way when I get home, you know, they'll be ready. So I'm getting ready to, you know, should be by the weekend, guys. I should have my first batch of bullets made. So you guys pray for me, you know. I mean, it's reloading stuff. It's fun. It's you can save some money doing it. And, you know, it's worth doing, and I like this kind of stuff. You know, I guess me being a mechanic, I like technical, you know, measuring thousand down to the thousandth, half a thousandth of an inch, and, you know, I like that kind of stuff. But it can be dangerous. I mean, you know, usually as long as you take it slow and be careful, You know, be careful to get all your measurements right and your powder weight right. And you know, the thing about pistols is you can double charge them and triple charge them. Rifle cartridge you really can't, because you pretty much fill a rifle cartridge up anyway, you know, and you can't put 2 doses of it. But where pistols only use just a little bit of powder, you can put double the charge or triple the charge in if you're not, you know, if somehow you make a mistake and you think that shell's not been charged yet, or for some reason your powder thrower gets off, you know, you can double and triple charge. And that's when you have guns explode. That's when you have guns blew all to pieces. So you guys just pray for me on that nothing like that happens. I mean, I'm going to be careful. We'll take every precaution to keep it from happening. So yeah, I've still got a couple, 1 or 2 maybe kinds of gunpowder that I don't have. I've actually found a place in Virginia that's got them, and me and my friend were talking about it, that owns a gun store. He said, you know, I kind of mentioned to him about going over there and getting some of it, and he said, no big deal, you know, it don't bother me, because he said I might not be able to get it for you for a month or 2 months or 6 months. So he said, you know, if you want to go get you a little bit of it, you know, off somebody else, you know, it's not going to bother me. So that's what I may do Saturday. I may take a trip over there to Virginia. I don't know why, guys, I just got out of focus. I noticed it right there that my camera got out of focus. There, it looks like it's back. So anyway, yeah, I may take a trip Saturday to go to Virginia and get some of that powder. So anyway, guys, not to bore you guys too much with that stuff. Continue praying for me, my church. I am going to try to film Sunday at church, film me preaching. The only thing, guys, that kind of may throw me off is, you know, if I film me preaching and I preach for 30 minutes or 40 minutes or whatever, I really don't have a good way to edit video. The only thing I really use that I can use good is my Flipshare software, which I think I can do it on it. I think I can just trim it, you know, put the original video in. You know, you can pick a starting point and an ending point. That's really all you can do. You can't edit it like frame by frame like you can with Windows Movie Maker or whatever, but you can kind of pick the starting point and the ending. And then you can take that out and make that one movie, and then you can, so that's what I'm going to try to do. But guys, if I do it, if everything does turn out and I do it, don't expect that video till the middle of next week. It'll probably take me a while to get it edited. So, but I am going to try to do it. But guys, you never know. Sunday morning I may get up here, as the old saying goes, tore up like a train wreck, late for church and all this stuff. I may forget it. I may run out of here without the camera. That's a possibility with me. So if I do, you'll just have to wait till next week. Let's see, guys. What else? Usual stuff, like I said, just pray for me, pray for my church, pray for my mom. She's had bad headaches today. I mean, that's not normal for her. I mean, she's not the type of person that has migraines all the time or whatever. I mean, I don't know if it's migraine, but her head's hurt her all day. So pray for her. I just hope it's not blood pressure related. You know, I know it can be. So y'all pray for her. And I was trying to think if there was anything else. I guess not, guys. I guess we'll get to the important part tonight, of course, and that is God's Word. And that's Acts chapter 19, verse 21 is where we're starting tonight. So here we go. I'll tell you when I get done here, guys. After these things were ended, Paul purposed in the Spirit, when he had passed through Macedonia and Achaia, I keep saying Acacia, but it's Achaia, to go to Jerusalem, saying, after I've been there, I must also see Rome. So they went into Macedonia, 2 of them that ministered unto him, Timotheus and Erastus. But he himself stayed in Asia for a season. And I do know that I reread verse 21. At the same time there arose no small stir about that way. For a certain man named Demetrius, a silversmith, which made silver shrines for Diana, brought no small gain unto the craftsmen, whom he called together with the workmen of like occupation, and said, Sirs, ye know that by this craft we have our wealth. Moreover, ye see and hear that not alone at Ephesus, but almost throughout all Asia, this Paul hath persuaded and turned away much people, saying that they be no gods, which are made by hands, with hands, excuse me. So guys, what's happening here? Paul has came here and he's getting so many people to turn away from these false gods that the craftsmen that make these gods, you know, these silver gods and gold gods, and for people to worship, they're about to go out of business. Paul's putting them out of business. So that's what's going on here. They're getting together and they're having a meeting. They're saying, no, wait a minute. This guy preaching that these gods that we make to worship to are not real. He's really hurting our livelihood. And how many times today do we see stuff like that? I mean, not that, but how many times today do we see people picking money and making money and, you know, making filthy lucre over, you know, the love of God? So that not only this, our craft is in danger to be set at naught, but also that the temple of the great goddess Diana should be despised, and her magnificence should be destroyed, whom all Asia and the world worshipeth. And when they heard these sayings, they were full of wrath, and cried out, saying, Great is Diana of the Ephesians. And the whole city was filled with confusion. And having caught Gaius and Aristarchus, men of Macedonia, Paul's companions in travel, they rushed with one accord into the theater. So here they took the guys that were traveling with Paul, rushed them into this big meeting place. And when Paul would have entered into it, the people, the disciples, suffered him not. They were trying to get Paul not to go in there. And certain of the chief of Asia, which were his friends, said unto him, desiring him that he should not adventure himself into the theater. Some therefore cried one thing, and some another, for the assembly was confused, and the more part knew not wherefore they were come together. Where do you think this confusion come from all these people that were trying to harm these disciples? I say it was coming from the Lord. You know, I say the Lord was confusing them. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to stop tonight. It was 10 or 11 verses, 1 to 2. Guys, same deal. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I was going to tell you guys, if you look on Mackie Moves, because I've been watching this last couple nights. As a matter of fact, I got one loaded right now. I'm going to watch it in a few minutes. Mackie Moo has uploaded a series of Halloween talking about how evil Halloween is. And I don't remember the name of the guy that does it. Mackie didn't do it. I mean, Jeannie didn't do it. You know, she didn't do it. Her or Mark, either one did. Some other guy did it. I guess she just mirrored it or whatever. But it's a real good teaching. It's like 7 parts or something. That's the reason I watched like 4 or 5 parts last night. I'm going to try to finish watching it tonight. But it's real good. You can go see where a lot of the traditions and things we get in Halloween right now, how they evolved from pagan rituals and things like that, and the reason that you shouldn't celebrate Halloween. You know, now I'll admit I like getting. I may buy a bag of candy or something at Halloween, because I got good deals of candy at Walmart or something. I may eat some candy, but I do every day. But yeah, we actually went to a church once when I was a little kid. I mean, it's not the church I go to now. It wasn't even in existence then, but. And I remember, and I mean, it was a church that, as a matter of fact, it was a church that my grandfather started. He was the pastor and the preacher. And then, this was many years later when some other people took it over. But there was a Sunday school teacher. I'll never forget, Mom, she was hopping mad. She went through the roof. There was a Sunday school teacher that actually made her room up with all the Halloween decorations, witches and goblins and ghosts and skeletons and, anyway, I don't think there's no place for that in the church. But anyway, guys, go watch that. It's on Mackie Moo's channel, and it's a real good deal. Guys, I love you all. See you later. Good Lord willing, I'll be here tomorrow night. Till I see you again. Good night, and God bless.